Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving deep into the world of fintech today.
Ooh, fintech.
It's one of those things everyone's kind of heard of,
Yeah.
but might not know exactly what it is or how much it affects their lives.
Right, like even if you're not actively investing in crypto or anything,
Yeah,
you're probably still using fintech every day without even realizing it.
totally. Think about it. Mobile payments,
Exactly.
online banking, even those budgeting apps we all rely on.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, all fintech. But we're going beyond the surface level stuff today.
We are.
We want to explore how fintech is actually reshaping entire industries.
Absolutely. It's not just about convenience anymore.
Right. It's about changing the way we think about money, how businesses operate,
Yes.
and how the global economy functions.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about the potential.
Totally. So to really understand this revolution,
Yeah.
we got to start with the tech that makes it all possible.
Foundation.
Exactly. And we're talking about some pretty heavy hitters here.
Oh,
Data science, AI, blockchain.
don't forget cloud computing.
Oh, of course, cloud computing. These are the engines driving the fintech train.
They are.
So let's break them down one by one.
Okay, sounds good.
First up, data science.
The fuel.
Ooh, I like that. The fuel.
Yeah.
Because data is what powers all these fintech innovations.
Right. It's about using massive amounts of data
Mm-hmm.
to identify patterns, make predictions.
Like those personalized recommendations you get on shopping apps?
Exactly like that, but for financial services.
Wow, so it's all about using data to understand individual behavior.
And then tailor financial products and services to those specific needs.
So it's like a financial crystal ball.
In a way,
But instead of magic, it's data science at work,
much more reliable than magic.
for sure. And speaking of powerful tech, we got to talk about AI.
The brains of the operation.
Oh yeah, AI is everywhere these days,
For good reason. It's transforming so many industries.
including finance. AI is being used for everything from fraud detection
To risk assessment.
even providing personalized financial advice.
Robo-advisors are a great example of that.
I've seen those popping up in my banking app.
It's incredible how quickly AI is becoming part of our everyday lives.
Totally agree. And it's not just about automating tasks.
Right. It's about making financial systems more efficient
More accurate.
and ultimately more accessible to everyone.
Okay, so we've got data science as the fuel.
AI as the brains.
Now we need something to keep everything secure and transparent.
And enter blockchain.
Ah, yes, blockchain. The tech behind Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies.
It's funny, though, because people often think blockchain is just about crypto.
Yeah, I was definitely in that camp for a while.
But it's so much more than that.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
It's a
I know.
revolutionary way to record and verify transactions.
Any kind of transaction, really, from financial transactions
To supply chain management.
even voting systems.
Whoa, voting systems on the blockchain.
It's being explored. The possibilities are pretty mind-blowing.
I can see why people get so excited about it. But can we break it down a little?
Sure.
Like for someone who's still wrapping their head around blockchain.
Okay, so imagine a digital ledger.
Okay, got it.
But this ledger is distributed across a network of computers.
So it's not stored in one central location.
Exactly. And every time a transaction occurs,
It's recorded on this ledger.
and because it's distributed, it's incredibly secure.
So no one can tamper with the records.
Exactly. And that's what makes blockchain so appealing for a wide range of applications.
It's like a digital notary.
Keeping an unchangeable record of everything.
Super secure and transparent.
Precisely. And that transparency can be a game changer in industries where trust is paramount.
Like finance.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we've covered data science, AI, and blockchain. What about cloud computing?
Ah, yes. The unsung hero of the fintech revolution.
Why unsung?
It's like the infrastructure that makes everything else possible.
Okay, so it's like the foundation.
Exactly. Cloud computing provides on-demand access to all these resources.
Like computing power and storage.
And it allows fintech companies to scale their operations quickly and efficiently.
So without cloud computing.
Fintech as we know it wouldn't exist.
Makes sense. But why is it such a game changer?
Well, for one, it levels the playing field. Startups can access the same resources as established financial giants.
No need to invest in expensive hardware or infrastructure.
Exactly. And that opens up so many opportunities for innovation.
It's like democratizing access to technology.
And that democratization is a core theme in the fintech revolution.
That's a perfect segue into our next topic.
Oh, yeah.
The impact of fintech on the economy and the financial industry itself.
Now we're getting to the good stuff.
I know, right? And there's so much to unpack here. But one of the areas I'm most excited about is financial inclusion,
Absolutely. Fintech is making financial services more accessible to people all over the world.
especially those who have been traditionally excluded from the system,
People in developing countries, low-income communities.
even folks who just don't trust traditional banks.
Exactly. Fintech is breaking down those barriers.
And that's a really big deal, because when people have access to financial services,
They can start building a better future for themselves and their families.
exactly, they can save, invest, start businesses.
It empowers individuals and strengthens entire economies.
It's a beautiful thing. And we're seeing amazing examples of this happening all over the world.
Like M-Pesa in Kenya.
Oh yeah, tell me more about that.
So M-Pesa is a mobile money transfer service
Okay.
that launched in Kenya back in 2007.
Okay.
And it's been a game changer. Millions of Kenyans now use M-Pesa
Wow.
to send and receive money, pay bills,
Even access microloans.
all through their mobile phones. They don't even need a bank account.
It's like M-Pesa created an entire financial ecosystem outside of traditional banking.
And it's had a huge impact on the Kenyan economy.
I bet. It's proof that fintech can create real positive change.
It's an inspiring example.
Definitely. And it's just one of many stories out there.
Yeah, fintech is making waves all over the world.
So it's not just a tech trend, it's a global movement.
And it's only getting started.
I can't wait to see what the future holds for fintech.
Me too.
All right, so we've talked about the tech powering this fintech revolution.
Foundation.
Yeah, but now I want to see fintech in action.
Okay, yeah, let's get into some real-world examples.
Perfect. And I think a great place to start is with something we touched on earlier,
What's that?
digital currencies and cryptocurrency.
Ah, yes, crypto.
It's like the poster child for fintech.
It's definitely captured the public imagination.
For sure. But it can also be confusing
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of jargon.
and hype.
Definitely hype.
So let's break it down.
Okay, sounds good.
First things first, what exactly is cryptocurrency?
So at its core, it's a digital form of money.
Okay, like a virtual version of cash.
Exactly. But instead of physical bills and coins,
It exists purely online.
right, and it uses cryptography for security.
Cryptography, that sounds intense.
It is, but basically, it's a way to secure transactions and control the creation of new units.
So it's like a digital vault for your money.
Kinda. And because it's digital, it has the potential to be faster and cheaper than traditional payment methods.
Especially for international transactions.
Yeah, no more waiting for wire transfers or dealing with hefty fees.
That's a major plus. But I also hear a lot about the volatility of cryptocurrency.
Oh yeah, the price swings can be wild.
Like Bitcoin, one day it's up, the next it's down.
It's definitely not for the faint of heart.
So is that a concern for the future of cryptocurrency?
Volatility is definitely a challenge, but the crypto world is constantly evolving.
In what ways?
Well, for one, we're seeing the emergence of stablecoins.
Stablecoins, what are those?
They're cryptocurrencies designed to maintain a stable value.
So they're less prone to those dramatic price swings.
Exactly. They're often pegged to a fiat currency like the US dollar.
So it's like a hybrid of traditional and digital currency.
Exactly. And that makes them more appealing for everyday transactions.
Because you don't have to worry about losing your shirt overnight.
Exactly. Stablecoins are gaining traction for things like remittances, international payments.
Even everyday purchases in some regions.
They offer a more stable bridge between the traditional financial system and the world of crypto.
Makes sense? Now I want to talk about something else I keep hearing about. DeFi.
Ooh, decentralized finance.
Yeah, that's the one. What is it exactly?
It's kind of like taking the principles of cryptocurrency
Decentralization, cryptography.
and applying them to the entire financial system.
Whoa, so it's like rebuilding finance from the ground up.
In a way, yeah. DeFi aims to create a financial system that's open, transparent, and accessible to everyone.
Without relying on those traditional intermediaries.
Like banks.
So it's peer-to-peer finance powered by blockchain.
Exactly. Think about things like lending, borrowing, trading,
All happening directly between individuals.
without the need for a bank or other financial institution to facilitate the transaction.
And this is all possible because of blockchain.
Blockchain is the foundation. It provides the security, transparency, and trust needed for these kinds of decentralized transactions.
Wow, so it's like cutting out the middleman and empowering individuals to take control of their finances.
That's the idea. DeFi has the potential to democratize finance on a global scale.
It sounds pretty radical,
It is. It's still early days for DeFi.
but the potential is definitely there.
Oh yeah, it's a fascinating space to watch.
Okay, so we've got cryptocurrency and DeFi.
Two of the most exciting areas of fintech.
But I know there's a lot more happening in this space.
Oh, yeah, we've barely scratched the surface.
So what else should we be paying attention to?
Well, one area that's seeing a lot of growth is robo-advisory.
Robo-advisors. Like robots giving financial advice?
Not exactly robots, but close. They're platforms that use algorithms to provide automated financial advice and investment management.
So it's like having a personal financial advisor, but powered by AI.
Exactly. Robo-advisors are becoming increasingly popular, especially among younger investors.
Why is that?
Well, they typically have lower fees than traditional financial advisors.
Okay, that makes sense.
And they offer 204/7 access to your portfolio.
So you can check in on your investments anytime, anywhere.
Exactly. And because they're algorithm-driven, they can be more objective than human advisors.
No emotional biases or conflicts of interest.
Precisely. Robo-advisors are all about data-driven decision-making.
So it's like having a financial expert in your pocket.
And as AI and machine learning continue to improve, robo-advisors are becoming even more sophisticated.
In what ways?
They can now offer personalized financial planning, tax optimization,
Even goal-based investing,
so you can tell the robo-advisor what you're saving for,
like a down payment on a house.
or retirement.
And it'll help you create a plan to reach your goals.
Exactly. It's like having a personal finance coach right in your app.
That's pretty amazing. And it sounds like robo-advisory is making financial advice more accessible and affordable for everyone.
That's the goal. Fintech is all about empowering individuals to take control of their finances.
I love that. So we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have, from cryptocurrency to DeFi to robo-advisors.
Fintech is clearly transforming the financial landscape.
And we're only just getting started.
I can't wait to see what the future holds.
This can be wild.
Okay, so we've explored the tech, the trends, the potential.
It's a lot to take in.
It is, but I think we're ready to tackle the big question.
What's that?
What does the future hold for fintech? How is all of this going to impact our lives moving forward?
Well, one thing's for sure, the financial landscape is changing rapidly.
It's like a whole new world is emerging.
And in this new world, the lines between traditional finance and fintech are blurring.
This is not about one replacing the other.
Exactly. It's about convergence.
Like a fusion of the old and the new.
Precisely. We're seeing traditional banks partnering with fintech startups,
Investing in new technologies.
even launching their own fintech initiatives.
They're realizing they need to adapt or risk being left behind.
It's survival of the fittest in the financial world.
And for consumers, this means more choices, more competition.
Hopefully leading to better services and lower costs.
That's the ideal scenario. But with all this change, there are bound to be challenges.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, what about the potential for increased financial inequality
That's a valid concern.
as fintech gets more sophisticated?
There's a risk it could widen the gap between the haves and have-nots.
Like those who are tech-savvy and those who aren't.
Exactly. We could see a digital divide in finance,
With some people reaping the benefits of fintech.
while others get left behind.
So how do we prevent that from happening?
Well, it's got to be a conscious effort. We need to make sure fintech is designed and implemented in a way that's inclusive,
Accessible to everyone.
regardless of their tech skills or financial background.
That means promoting digital literacy, providing access to affordable technology.
They're developing fintech solutions that cater to the needs of diverse populations.
It's about creating a level playing field.
Exactly. We can't just assume everyone has equal access to these opportunities.
We got to actively work to make that happen.
It's crucial for a fair and equitable financial future.
Okay, another challenge that comes to mind is regulation.
Ah, yes, the regulatory landscape.
With fintech companies operating across borders and jurisdictions,
It's tough to keep up.
how do we ensure everyone's playing by the rules?
It's tricky. The rules themselves are still evolving.
It's like trying to hit a moving target.
Exactly. We need a more coordinated global approach to fintech regulation
One that fosters innovation while also protecting consumers.
and ensuring the stability of the entire financial system.
So it's a balancing act.
Finding that sweet spot between promoting growth and mitigating risk.
Okay, so regulation is definitely something to watch closely.
Absolutely. It'll play a huge role in shaping the future of fintech.
Now, I want to talk about jobs
Okay.
because there's a lot of anxiety around automation and AI.
The fear of job displacement.
Exactly. Is it a valid concern?
Well, it's true that some jobs in the financial sector will likely be automated.
As fintech takes over certain tasks
But at the same time, fintech is creating new jobs.
in areas like software development, data science.
Cybersecurity, regulatory compliance,
So it's not so much about jobs disappearing.
but rather about jobs evolving.
The skills that are in demand are changing.
And workers need to adapt to stay competitive.
So education and training become even more important.
Absolutely. We need to equip people with the skills they need to thrive in a fintech-driven world.
Okay, so challenges aside, let's end on a positive note.
Sounds good.
What are some of the potential upsides of this fintech revolution?
Well, I truly believe fintech has the potential to create a more efficient, transparent, and accessible financial system.
One that benefits everyone.
Exactly. Imagine a world where financial transactions are instant and borderless,
Where access to credit is fair and equitable,
where investing is simple and affordable.
and where financial advice is personalized and readily available.
That's the dream.
It sounds pretty utopian.
It does. We're not there yet, but fintech is moving us closer,
It's giving individuals more control over their finances
empowering businesses to operate more efficiently.
and fostering financial inclusion on a global scale.
The possibilities are truly exciting.
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive. Thanks for sharing your expertise with us.
It's been my pleasure. And remember, the future of fintech is not predetermined.
Ooh, that's a good point.
It's up to all of us to shape this technology and make sure it's used for good.
That's a powerful message. The power of fintech is in our hands.
So let's use it wisely.
I think that's a perfect place to wrap things up. Thanks for joining us on this fintech adventure.
It's been a blast.
And until next time, keep exploring the ever-evolving world of fintech.